My boss fired me on the worst day of my life, and 3 months later, I became his maid without him even recognizing my face. My name is Mariam. I am 40 years old. I worked for 10 years at the same company. I did my job well every day. I came early and left late. I never missed a day, but I had problems at home. My daughter needed surgery. The doctor said she needed it soon. The surgery cost a lot of money. I did not have enough money. I had debts too. The bills came every week. I could not pay them all. His name was Rowan. He was the boss of everyone. I went to his office. I felt scared, but I needed money. I asked him for an advance. He looked at me. He did not smile. He said he would think about it. That same day, something bad happened. A young woman worked with us. Her name was Jessica. She was new. She was only 25 years old. Rowan liked her a lot. He called her his golden girl. Jessica made all the schedules. It was her job now. She made a big mistake. A very important client got angry. The schedule was all wrong. Jessica was scared. She did not want Rowan to know, so she told him it was my fault. She said, I changed the schedule. She said I made the mistake. It was a lie. I did not touch the schedule, but Rowan believed her. Rowan called me to his office. I went there fast. I thought he wanted to talk about the money, but his face looked cold. He looked angry. He did not ask me to sit down. You made a big mistake, he said. His voice was loud. The door was open. Other people could hear everything. But I did not, I said. He stopped me. I do not want excuses, he said. You are incompetent. You are outdated. You cannot do your job anymore. My face felt hot. My hands started to shake. I tried to explain. I said Jessica made the mistake. I said I could show him proof, but he did not listen. He looked at his phone. He did not look at me. I am firing you, he said. His voice was flat and cold. You can leave now. I could not breathe. I stood there. I could not move. The other workers looked at me. They heard everything. I saw their faces at the door. My voice was small. My daughter needs surgery. I asked you for an advance, please. He looked at me then. His eyes were hard. That is not my problem, he said, and you will not get severance pay. This was gross negligence. You broke the rules. You get nothing, nothing. I worked for 10 years. I gave him everything, and now I got nothing. He called security. 2 men came. They looked at me. One of them said I had to leave. I walked to my desk. My legs felt weak. Everyone watched me. No one spoke. I put my things in a box. My hands shook so much. I dropped my coffee cup. It broke on the floor. I left it there. The security men walked next to me. They did not touch me, but they were very close. Everyone saw me leave. They walked me like I was a criminal, like I stole something, but I only worked hard. I only tried to help my daughter. Jessica stood near the elevator. She saw me. She smiled a little. It was a mean smile. She was happy. She destroyed my life, and she was happy. I got in the elevator. The doors closed. I looked at the box in my hands. 10 years fit in one small box. I thought about my daughter. I thought about the bills. I thought about the surgery. How would I pay for it now? The elevator went down. I went down with it. My life went down too. Everything was falling. I could not stop it. I could not fix it. I walked out of the building. The sun was bright. It hurt my eyes. I walked to the bus stop. I held my box. People walked past me. They did not look at me. I was nobody now. I had no job. I had no money. I had nothing. I sat on the bench. I waited for the bus. I did not cry. I could not cry. I just felt empty, cold, lost. Rowan fired me. He did not care. He did not listen. He threw me away like trash, and I could not do anything about it. I just had to go. I just had to leave. My life ended that day. I just did not know it yet. 3 months passed. Everything got worse. I could not find a new job. I sent my papers to many companies. No one called me. No one wanted me. Rowan gave me a bad reference. He told everyone I was incompetent. The word followed me everywhere. I lost my apartment. I could not pay the rent. The landlord told me to leave. I packed our things. My daughter cried. She did not understand. She asked me why we had to go. I could not tell her the truth. I just said we would find a new place soon. We stayed with my friend Maria. She was kind, but her apartment was small. We slept on her couch. My daughter slept next to me. I did not sleep much. I looked for work every day. I went to stores and offices. I asked everyone. They all said no. The surgery date came closer. They asked about payment. I had no money. I had nothing. I felt like I was drowning. I could not breathe. I could not think. Then an agency called me. A woman said she had a job. It was a cleaning job, live-in housekeeper. The pay was very good, very high. I asked why the pay was so good. She said the client was difficult. He fired everyone. No one stayed long, but the money was real. I could pay for the surgery. I could help my daughter. I said yes. I had no choice. I needed the money. The woman gave me an address. She said I could start tomorrow. I said thank you. My hands shook when I wrote down the address. The next day, I went to the place. It was a big building. Very expensive. A penthouse at the top. The elevator went up and up. My stomach felt sick. I did not know why. I just felt wrong. The elevator stopped. The doors opened. I walked to the door. I used the key the agency gave me. The door opened. I walked inside. The smell hit me first. Alcohol. Trash. Something rotten. I looked around. The place was a mess. Bottles everywhere. Broken glass on the floor. Papers scattered on every table. Dirty plates in the kitchen. The curtains were closed. Everything was dark. I walked through the rooms. I saw photos on the wall. My heart stopped. I knew that face. It was Rowan. This was his home. The man who fired me. The man who destroyed my life. I was in his house. I was his new maid. I wanted to leave. I wanted to run. But I thought about my daughter. I thought about the surgery. I thought about the money. I could not leave. I needed this job. even if it killed me inside. I started to clean. I picked up bottles. I swept the glass. I opened the curtains. Light came in. The place looked even worse in the light. Then I heard the door. Someone came in. Heavy steps. I turned around. Rowan stood there. He looked terrible. His clothes were wrinkled. His eyes were red. He smelled like alcohol. He looked at me. His eyes passed over me. He did not know me. He did not recognize me at all. 10 years. 10 years I worked for him, and he did not know my face. "Who are you?" he asked. His voice was rough. "I am the new housekeeper," I said. My voice was quiet. I looked at the floor. "Good," he said. "The last one quit." They all quit. He walked to the kitchen. He opened a bottle. He poured a drink. His hand shook. The liquid spilled on the counter. It dripped on the floor. He looked at me. "Clean that," he said. He pointed at the spill. Then he walked away. He sat on the couch. He drank. He watched me. I got a cloth. I got on my knees. I cleaned the floor. He destroyed my career. He took everything from me, and now he watched me scrub his floor. He watched me clean his mess. And I did it. I did it because my daughter needed to live. I did it because hunger has no pride. I did it because I had no other choice. I wiped the floor clean. My knees hurt. My back hurt. But my heart hurt more. This was my life now. This was what I became. The woman who cleaned the floor for the man who broke her. I stayed at Rowan's penthouse. I cleaned every day. I cooked his meals. He barely spoke to me. He drank a lot. He was always angry or drunk or both. But I noticed strange things. He bumped into tables. He knocked over glasses. He held papers very close to his face. He squinted at his phone. Sometimes he closed one eye. He thought I did not see, but I saw everything. One night he could not find his keys. He looked everywhere. He touched the table. He felt along the counter. His hands moved fast. He looked scared. I found the keys. They were right there on the chair. He did not see them. They were right in front of him, but he did not see them. I understood then. He could not see well. Maybe he was going blind. That was why he was here. That was why he was falling apart. He was hiding. He was scared. I did not tell him I knew. I just watched. I started to put things in the same place every day. I made sure nothing was on the floor. I turned on more lights. He did not thank me, but he stopped falling so much. Then, one night, something bad happened. I heard a crash. I ran to his office. He was on the floor. Blood came from his hand. Glass was everywhere. A broken bottle. Papers scattered all around. He was looking for something. He could not find it. "My medicine," he said. His voice shook. "I need my medicine. Where is it?" I looked around. I saw the bottle on the high shelf. He could not see it. I got it for him. I gave it to him. He took the pills. His hands shook. I got a towel. I wrapped his hand. I cleaned the blood. I picked up the glass. I did not speak. I just work. He watched me work. He was quiet. I organized the papers on his desk. I put them in order by date, then by type. Then I made neat piles. This was how I always did it. This was how I organized things at the office. For 10 years I did this. He stared at me. His eyes looked strange. You do that like. He stopped. You remind me of someone. My heart beat fast. I said nothing. I kept working. My old assistant, he said slowly. She organized papers like that? Exactly like that. I stopped. I looked at him. Our eyes met. I saw the moment he knew. His face changed. His mouth opened. He stood up fast. Too fast. He almost fell. I caught his arm. He pulled away from me. Miriam, he said. It was not a question. He knew. You are Miriam. Yes, I said. My voice was calm. I was not scared anymore. What are you doing here? He asked. His voice was loud, angry. But I heard fear too. Did you come to hurt me? To steal from me? I came to work. I said. I needed money. The agency sent me here. I did not know it was your house. You should have left, he said. You should have run away. I needed the job, I said. My daughter needs surgery. I needed the money, so I stayed. He looked sick. He sat down. He put his head in his hands. Get out, he said. You are fired. Again. Just go. No, I said. He looked up. He looked shocked. What? No, I said again. I will not go. You owe me, Rowan, and you need me. You cannot see the numbers anymore. You cannot read the papers. You cannot see anything, but I can. I can be your eyes. I do not need you, he said, but his voice was weak. Yes, you do, I said. I picked up a paper from his desk. This paper is from the board. It says, you have 1 week to fix the problems, or they will fire you. You cannot read it. Can you? He said nothing. Not like a boss, just like a scared man. I can read it for you, I said. I can help you. I can organize everything. I did it for 10 years. I can do it again. Why? He asked. Why would you help me? I fired you. I destroyed you. Because I need the money, I said. We can help each other, or we can both lose everything. He looked at me for a long time. He did not speak. Then slowly he nodded. Okay, he said. His voice was quiet, broken. Okay. I became his eyes that night. I read him the papers. I organized his files. I showed him the numbers. He listened. For the first time, he really listened to me, and I saw something I did not expect. He was not a monster. He was just a man, a scared, broken man who could not see anymore. We worked together every night. I read reports to him. I explained the numbers. I told him about the problems. He listened. He asked questions. He was smart. He understood everything quickly. I saved his company. I found the mistakes. I fixed the schedules. I called people for him. I wrote emails. He told me what to say. I made it happen. The company got better. The board was happy. They did not fire him. He started to look at me differently, not like a maid, not like nothing. He looked at me like I was important, like I mattered. "You are brilliant," he said one night. I was stupid. I did not see it before. "You did not want to see it," I said. He was quiet. He knew I was right. We worked very close together. I sat next to him. Sometimes his hand touched mine. Sometimes his shoulder touched my shoulder. I felt something strange, something dangerous. I tried to ignore it. One night, he reached out. He touched my face. His fingers were gentle. They moved across my cheek, my forehead, my chin. "I need to see you," he said. "This is how I see now." I did not move. I did not breathe. His fingers touched my lips. I closed my eyes. This was wrong. This was so wrong, but I did not stop him. "You smell like jasmine," he said. His voice was soft. "You always did." I never noticed before. I never paid attention. I was blind even when I could see. He pulled his hand away. He looked sad, lost. "I destroyed you," he said. "You were the best person in my life. You were loyal. You were kind. You worked so hard. And I threw you away. I threw you away like you were nothing." "Yes," I said. "You did. It was Jessica's fault," he said. "The schedule. The mistake. I found out the truth later. She told someone. They told me. I did not try to find you. I did not apologize. I just forgot about you. I felt angry. So angry." "You forgot about me," I said. "But I could not forget about you. You were in my head every day. Every time I could not pay a bill. Every time my daughter asked why we had no home. You were there." "I am sorry," he said. He looked at me, really looked at me. "I am so sorry, Miriam." "Sorry is not enough," I said, but my voice broke. I felt tears in my eyes. I was angry, but I was also tired. So tired of being angry. That night the rain came. It hit the windows hard. Thunder shook the building. The lights went out. We sat in the dark. Rowan found candles. I helped him light them. We had just saved a big deal. The company was safe, for now. He opened a bottle of wine. We drank. We talked. We said things we should not say. The wine made everything soft. The darkness made everything safe. But I was sitting very close to him. "I know," he said. His hand found mine in the dark. "You broke me," I said. "I know," he said again. "But I also—" I stopped. I could not say it. I did not want to say it. He pulled me closer. His lips touched mine, soft, gentle, then not gentle, then desperate. I kissed him back. I hated him. I wanted him. I wanted to break him like he broke me. I wanted to hurt him. I wanted to heal him. I wanted everything. We moved to his bedroom. We did not talk. We did not think. The rain fell. The thunder crashed. We came together like a storm. It was angry. It was sad. It was passionate. It was everything we could not say with words. After we lay in the dark, he held me. I let him. I should not let him. But I was too tired to fight anymore, too tired to be angry, too tired to be alone. This changes nothing, I said. I know, he said. But we both knew it changed everything. We crossed a line. We could not go back. We could not pretend anymore. This was not just about work. This was not just about money. This was something else. Something dangerous, something real. I fell asleep in his arms. For the first time in months, I felt warm. I felt safe. But I also felt scared, because I knew this could not last, because I knew he would break me again. Men like Rowan always did. I woke up in his bed. The sun came through the window. For a moment, I forgot everything. I felt happy. I felt safe. I turned over. Rowan was still asleep. His face looked peaceful. I watched him breathe. I thought maybe things could be different now. Maybe we could start over. Maybe he could change. I was so stupid. The doorbell rang. Rowan woke up. He looked confused. "Who is that?" he asked. "I do not know," I said. The doorbell rang again and again. Someone knocked hard on the door. Loud voices came from outside. Rowan got up. He put on his clothes. I put on my clothes too. My hands shook. Something felt wrong. Rowan went to the door. I heard voices. Loud voices. Angry voices. Then I heard one voice I knew, Jessica. I walked to the door. I saw them. Jessica stood there. 3 men in suits stood with her, board members. I knew their faces from the office. A woman with a camera stood behind them. Press. Jessica saw me. Her eyes went wide. Then she smiled. That same mean smile. She pointed at me. "There she is," Jessica said. Her voice was loud. Everyone could hear. "That is Miriam, the woman I told you about. The disgruntled employee Rowan fired. She is here to destroy him." The board members looked at me. They looked at Rowan. They looked at the penthouse. They understood everything. "She is taking advantage of him," Jessica said. "He is sick. He cannot see well. She is using his condition. She is a gold digger. She is a spy. She wants to steal company secrets. She wants revenge." "That is not true," I said. But my voice was too quiet. No one listened. "How long has this woman been in your home?" Rowan looked at me. Then he looked at Jessica. Then he looked at the board members. I saw his face change. I saw the fear in his eyes. He was scared. Scared of losing his job. Scared of losing his company. Scared of looking weak. "Rowan," I said, "tell them the truth." He did not speak. He just stood there. The board members waited. The camera waited. Everyone waited. "She worked for you before," a board member said. "You fired her. And now she is in your home. This looks very bad, Rowan. Very bad. I can explain," Rowan said. But his voice was weak. "Then explain," the man said. Rowan looked at me again. I saw it in his eyes. I saw what he was going to do. He was going to throw me away again. He was going to save himself. He was going to let me fall. He started. He stopped. He looked away from me. "She should not be here." My heart broke. Again. He did it again. "Get her out," a board member said. Call security. This is a scandal. We need to protect the company image. Rowan turned away from me. He could not look at me. Just get her out of here, he said. His voice was cold, empty. Security came, the same men from before. They walked toward me. Jessica smiled. She won. Again. But I did not cry this time. I was not sad. I just looked at Rowan. I looked at him with pity. He was small. He was weak. He was nothing. You are not blind, Rowan, I said. My voice was clear and strong. You are just empty. You have nothing inside, no heart, no soul, just fear. I walked out. I held my head high. The security men did not touch me. I walked out by myself. I left him there. I left him with his company. I left him with his image. I left him with his fear. The door closed behind me. I walked to the elevator. I did not look back. I was done. I was finished with him. He could not hurt me anymore. I would not let him. Inside the penthouse, Rowan stood alone. Everyone left. The board members left. Jessica left. The press left. He was alone again, in the silence, in the dark. He sat on the couch. He put his head in his hands. He thought about what he did. He thought about Miriam. She was gone, really gone this time. He saved his company. He saved his job, but he lost everything that mattered. He lost the only person who saw him, the only person who helped him, the only person who stayed. He had his empire, but he lost his soul. 2 days after I left, Rowan called a meeting. All the staff came. The board members came too. Jessica stood at the front. She looked happy. She thought she won. Rowan walked in. He looked different, tired, sad, but also strong. He looked at Jessica. Jessica, he said. His voice was loud. You made a mistake with the schedule. Then you blamed Miriam. You destroyed a good woman's life to save yourself. Jessica's face went white. That is not true, she said. It is true, Rowan said. I have proof now. I found the emails. I found the records. It was all you. You are fired. Security will walk you out. Now. Jessica screamed. She cried, but security came. They walked her out, just like they walked me out. But this time it was right. This time it was fair. Then Rowan turned to the board. I have something to say, he told them. I am going blind. I cannot see well anymore. I hid it from you. That was wrong. I need to step down. I need to take a leave. I need to fix my life before I can lead this company. The room was silent. Everyone stared. The great Rowan was broken. He was human. He was weak, and he told everyone the truth. He left that day. He went to find me, but I was gone. I left the city. I took my daughter. I used the money I earned. I moved to a small town. I opened a small bakery. I made bread and cakes. My daughter helped me. We were happy. We were poor, but we were free. Rowan looked for me for weeks. He asked everyone. Finally, someone told him where I was. He drove to the small town. It was winter. Snow fell from the sky. Cold wind blew. He found my bakery. It was small, warm. The windows glowed with light. He stood outside. He did not knock. He just stood there in the snow. He waited. The snow covered his coat, his hair. He did not move. He just waited. I saw him through the window. I saw him standing there. I did not go out. I let him wait. He needed to wait. He needed to feel what I felt. He waited for 3 hours. Then I opened the door. "Come in," I said. "You will freeze out there." He came inside. Snow fell from his coat. His lips were blue. His hands shook. I gave him hot tea. He drank it. He did not speak. "Why are you here?" I asked. "I came to give you everything," he said. "The company. Everything. It is yours." "I do not want it," I said. "Please," he said. "I need to fix this." "Money does not fix this," I said. He nodded. "I know," he said. So I did something else. I went to the press. I told them everything. I told them I was cruel. I told them I was wrong. I told them you saved my company. I told them you were the best assistant I ever had. I cleared your name. I destroyed my reputation to save yours. I looked at him. He was different. His eyes were different. He was just a man, a broken man who was trying to fix what he broke. "I also sold the penthouse," he said. "I gave the money to the hospital for your daughter's surgery and for other children too. In your name." I felt tears in my eyes. "Why?" I asked. "Because I broke you," he said, "and I want to spend the rest of my life putting you back together, if you let me." I looked at him for a long time. He was not my boss anymore. He was not powerful anymore. He was just Rowan, just a man who made mistakes, just a man who wanted to change. "I forgive you," I said, "not because you paid, not because you cleared my name, but because you changed, because you are different now." He started to cry. This strong man, this cold man, he cried like a child. "Thank you," he said. "We started over that day, not as boss and employee, not as master and servant, as equals, as two broken people who found each other in the dark." He broke me to pieces. But then he spent the rest of his life putting me back together, and I let him. Because everyone deserves a second chance. Because love is not about being perfect. Love is about trying. Every single day,